Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Grace for the Journey. I'm your host, Randa, and I'm so glad to have you joining me here today. So, if it is your first time here, welcome to a safe space where we can discuss the things of life, and hopefully, you leave with a little bit more grace to carry you a little further along your journey. And remember, it's not just a destination, life is indeed a journey, and I think we should enjoy it as much as we can. So, today, I want to talk a little bit about, should I say, slowing down? Like slowing down, breathing the flowers, enjoying the walk, or whatever, however you want to word it. I've been seeing, I don't know, like when you're on social media, especially like Facebook, and you thought of something, and all of a sudden you see all these things popping up all over your feed. Like, for instance, if you saw thinking about getting a car, and all of a sudden you see the car, like I can read your mind. You were just talking, and Facebook heard you say car. So anyway, on my feed lately, a lot of videos have been popping up about slowing down. And there's this particular one, I cannot remember the lady's handle right now, but it said, "It is not an emergency." Because literally, being in survival mode for so long and having to switch back for me has been insane. It has completely been insane. So yeah, that's what I want to chat a little bit about. I don't know where you are in your particular journey. Are you still in survival mode? Are you very busy, but you have a nice pace going? Or are you like me where everything just feels like a rush because I've been in survival mode for so long? I have actively been trying to practice this. It's only been a week since I saw that video, I think. I've been actively trying to practice it. And it's funny because when I brought it up with my husband, he was like, "Yes, because why are you always rushing in a hurry?" He'd be like, "You want to go to the mall?" I'm like, "What am I going to the mall for? Do we need to go to the mall? I need to go home and cook. If I go to the mall and we're going to be there for 2 hours and I come home, I'm going to be tired. I won't get to cook." Like, just on robot mode all the time. I don't know if any of you guys experience this, but I've been actively trying to get out of the routine. I mean, routine is great. It is needed, especially when you have a family, to make sure you eat healthy, you're not rushing all the time, to make sure when you're looking for things, they're in place. But it has gotten so bad. These other videos that pop up as well. I grew up Caribbean, and there's a lot of Caribbean videos that show us on, the child sleeping in on a Saturday, and the mom comes in there and just wakes them up like, "How dare you sleep on a Saturday? Because it is time to clean. It is, let's go. We clean from morning until the house is completely clean." And sometimes I legit catch my kids sitting down and watching TV, playing a game, scrolling, doing nothing. And I'm like, "You were supposed to be doing something 24/7. What, can you get up and go do something? Because how dare you just sit there and do nothing?" And sometimes they actually do need to get up because they haven't done their chores yet. But sometimes it's like, girl, let the kids be kids. Just because you stressed out and you have a lot going on in your brain doesn't mean everybody else needs to be acting that way. So I am in this season trying to get out of survival mode, because why am I wiping down the counter at 20 miles an hour? It is not that serious. It is actually not that serious. There are some things that really truly matter in life, and it is good to be on time. Please do not take this the wrong way. Do not get me wrong. But I'm finding that, me personally, certain things starting to stress me out because I'm allowing it to stress me out, because it really is not that serious. It is not that serious if we are not 30 minutes early for a particular event and we get there 15 minutes early. We're not even late, you know? It is not that serious. So being in survival mode for so long and trying to just survive, has shifted, like, I think it almost switches your brain. I should actually do some research into what actually happens psychologically, because it had gotten so bad to the point where my body needed rest. It was crying for rest, My brain needed rest so bad, but I just felt like I should not be sitting down. There's no way I could be sitting down in a day like this when laundry needs to be done. I need to cook. I need to go to the grocery store. I need to help this one with homework. I need to meet with this person. And then the list goes on and on and on and on. How dare I sit down for an hour and catch myself? What does even catch myself even mean? Like that's how bad it had gotten for me because I was just used to going and going and going and going. And I speak about with my late daughter, I speak about how, the care for her was intense and she didn't sleep much. So what would have happened, the experience that a mom would have postpartum, let's say for like 3 months or so, maybe 4 months. I had it for years, right? So I was on go, like go, go, go. There's no rest, there's no settle. And so now, God rest her soul, now she's not here. Things have slowed down a bit more also, like business wise. I'm not running a spa anymore right now. Things have shifted drastically. The things I was doing a few years ago, I'm not doing all of those things anymore right now, at least in this season. I know it's going to pick up very, very quickly. I'm still very busy. I still have a ton of things to do, but the urgency and the time requirement of my task now is not that urgent, but I haven't dropped the level of urgency in my brain. And so the the opportunity to be spontaneous with my family and with my husband, it was rough. There was no opportunity because how dare you ask me 30 minutes before if we can just go do something because you just want to do it? Because no, I have a plan. I have a plan for the day and that doesn't fit into my plan. And I have really been shifting and enjoying, if I must say, just enjoying a Saturday and not thinking that it has to be work 24/7. Just enjoying the weekend, just allowing the kids to, let's just forget what is happening here and let's just go outside and get some fresh air. They probably look at me like, when sense do you want to go out and talk about getting fresh air? Because I can work you from morning to night. I can work you. I have the capability. But I am really realizing that I've not been practicing what I be preaching. I tell people a lot, take a break, take a rest. And I will do that. I would rest, but you should be able to rest when even you're not resting. Your tasks don't all have the same urgency and importance. So why are we treating them all the same way? Or let me speak for myself. Why am I treating them all the same way? I am a to-do list girl. And do your to-do list. There's nothing wrong with that. I need that to get through the day. But I thankfully have gotten from the point where if I don't get a few things on the list, it's okay. Because before I would feel like I got nothing accomplished. And one of the things that has helped me, I realized that I had the misconception that productivity is the only thing or the only way I guess I could please God because He's given me time and He's given me things to do. So it's almost like somehow subconsciously, I don't know how it happened, I had attributed His love for me with how productive I was. And I was also passing that on to my children, not even knowing, because if you ain't do your chores, how dare you ask me for something? How dare you come and think you could just sit and come give and come snuggle up under me and we can watch a movie? No, go do what you're supposed to do. And thankfully, God is really working on me with that area and just helping me and teaching me how to, girl, take it easy. Take it easy. Yes, be productive. Yes, I have given you work to do. And yes, you have wasted some time in your younger years, but every single task I've given you is not an emergency. So slow down. You got to be breaking the glasses when you're washing the dishes. You got to be sweeping the floor, sweeping everything up in the air because you're going so fast. You can take a 5-minute breather in between your task. You can stop what you're doing and go on a walk with your kids because they are also a part of your tasks. And so I don't know what season you guys are in, but I am really trying to intentionally, and it's literally just the way the video was. I like the lady, for instance, she was walking her kids. She's like, "Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go!" And then she stopped, she breathed, and she said, "This is not an emergency." And it actually regulates our nervous system. The way we have our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system up and down all the time, because we are responding to things that do not need the response that we are giving it, is indeed crazy. And I had learned before that when we perceive danger or when we perceive something is urgent or an emergency, our brain responds the same way as if it was an emergency. So the perception of an emergency and an actual emergency is the same fight or flight mode. Why am I in fight or flight mode all day? I have no need to be in fight or flight mode 24/7. The body was not created for that. That was created for like urgent situations. Get in, get out. So it has been affecting me in so many ways, the cortisol level, this level, just hormones all over the place because I'm just too busy for no reason at all. So I don't know if any of you guys have been able to relate to this or have experienced this in any way, but I am in girl, calm down. It ain't that serious season. It ain't that serious. There are some things that are serious. There are some things that require your attention, but for the all of these things don't require. So just shifting things on the list, prioritizing better. I'm not trying to manage my time better because I don't know, like sometimes I even have so much to do. I just find myself what they call it analysis paralysis, just so overwhelmed that I do nothing. Then I really do feel guilty and then go back into survival flight or fight mode. Just I have to get it done, I have to get it done. But very very a simple message for the day. I just want to encourage you that everything is not an emergency. If you cannot relate to this, God bless you. If you don't know what I'm talking about because you just have it all prioritized well, I need some of your grace. But for some girlies out there or some people out there that are just running and running, and you should just be walk, run, just let's take a moment. Let's process things a little better. Let's prioritize what needs that urgent attention and that force. And the rest of it, let's take it step by step. Let's take it day by day. Challenges are always going to be there. This is what I'm learning. I have been running for so long, just waiting to get past this challenge and get through the next challenge and on to the next thing so I can finally just rest and enjoy my life. It's not happening that way. And so realizing that challenges are going to always be there. There's always going to be something to fix, always going to be something to do. And just trying to pace myself better, just trying to manage what I can manage better with excellence, but just prioritizing better. And it's okay to sit down and trying to pass it on to my kids and be like, it's okay. Get some work done first. Let's do first things first. But you can take a break and you can actually enjoy yourself. I don't know. Some Caribbean parents, I can't speak for everybody, but some you can't. Were you sitting down on which day? No, you better get up and find something to do. Um, so my home wasn't that bad, though. I must say, mine weren't that bad. And I got my time to read. I was a big reader, so my downtime was always reading. But I've been around some others and heard lots of stories where it's no sitting down. I'm sure you guys have seen all the videos out there, all the skits where how dare you sit down and do nothing? But I dare you to take some time to sit down and do nothing and to breathe. Maybe you need to go practice some stretching, some breathing techniques. Go and meditate. Go and do something for your nervous system to regulate your nervous system and prioritize because it is not an emergency. And it is about time that we step out of survival mode. And I'm not going to be insensitive. If for whatever reason you are actually in survival mode right now, and I have been there for a very long time, I pray that God will send you destiny helpers. I pray that you will find techniques and better ways to help manage your time. I pray that you will find respite in some way, form, or fashion, whether it's through help from people, whether it's actually through an association, whatever it may be. I really do sincerely hope that you can find some type of respite that can assist you in whatever reason you may be in this survival mode. And if it's something that it is not that serious and you should not be in survival mode, I pray that your eyes will be opened and you can see that and you can just take a deep breath, recalculate, recalibrate, and place things that need to be done in the right order of priority, and that you'll actually get to enjoy your time and not just be running, trying to get to the next thing. Because remember, we're not just off to this destination. Life is indeed the journey. So as we are heading to fulfill our purpose, as we are heading to fulfill destiny, stop and smell the flowers once in a while along the way and actually embrace this journey. I've said this before, there's some things that I wish I embraced years ago, but I was just in a hurry to get out of this, whatever it even was, just to get out of that, what felt like such a negative situation. But if I had embraced things differently, I think it would have been a lot less stress. I probably wouldn't have any grays right now. Just enjoy the journey as much as you can. All right, guys, it has been real. If this has resonated with you, leave a comment below. Please share it with somebody that you know it will bless. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you are watching this on YouTube. All right, guys, talk to you later. See you soon. Enjoy your journey. Smell those roses. Bye for now. Love you.